My dear friends and companions, when you read this, I will have passed beyond the shadow of death. My wealth has been distributed, and my body prepared for the feast of worms. There is one more thing that I wish done, however. The journal of my voyage to the Dark Isles is to be buried with me into my stone sarcophagus, out of the reach of mortal eyes. And if I die, as I fear, as the last Duke of Kragan, please, my wife, my trusted friends, watch my body for 3 days, and then seal my tomb for all eternity. This request fulfilled, I may rest in stillness and peace.
And with that, we begin the Vigil. This is the sequel to Who Lord Edmund Entertains. We're visiting the site of Duke Kragan's burial. Duke Kragan's journal must have information about the idol you recovered from Lord Edmund's manor. Pry the journal off of the Duke's dead fingers. Rumors speak of Ambrose, the first Duke of Kragan, having a valuable keeper medallion in his crypt, to be found only by solving the Riddle of the Three. Solve this riddle, and take possession of the medallion. Clean sweep, find at least 1250 loot. This place has enough corpses, don't kill a single human. Escape the Necropolis and return to your starting point. And this objective, which is already marked as complete, it's just a note from the creator saying that this difficulty level may be frustrating. I sincerely hope you try the easier levels first. It isn't so bad. It isn't so bad. Just it drags on sometimes. I would hardly call the difficulty diabolical. But anyway. Alright, let's start. Due to thievery and disorder, curfew is in force in this area. Gate locked from Tin Bell until dawn. Call for guard at the Treacle Mine Road Watch House.
Seems too easy.
Alright, we're in the Necropolis. Dear Caretaker Gloove of the Kragan Necropolis, I am sure that you are aware that according to the city ordinances, all resting places of the dead, with more than 50 souls interred, must take measures to prevent undead infestation. These measures include adequate supplies of holy water. It has come to our attention that the Kragan Necropolis fails to reach this standard. You are advised to immediately take the appropriate steps to be in compliance. Otherwise, we will be forced to conduct an investigation of your facility and exhume all corpses buried less than 15 years ago. This would naturally be carried out at your expense. Sincerely yours, the Council of the Borough of East Wadlow. Storage rooms here. I don't think there's anything valuable in any of them. But you never know. Oh, there was something valuable. Oh, that's right. Some of the doors need a key that the guard is carrying. The guards are carrying.
What's there?
Now, if I remember right, the key I need is being held by one of the guards that's patrolling below this window. Oh, he left his post. The guy up there.
Hey, what was that?
So wet.
Don't see anything now.
Here lies Ambrose, the first Duke of Kragen. Curse upon the villain who dares disturb his rest and that of his sons. I don't remember this part. Maybe it's a trap. Or perhaps not. And this is the embalming chamber, or the morgue, whatever you want to call it. Note to the... oh, it was the embalming chamber. Note to the embalmer, your duties in regard to the Duke are merely to clean his body, wrap it in linen, and place it into the casket. He is not to be embalmed. This practice has been followed with all the important Kragans since Duke Anton, who was mortally afraid of being buried alive. It is even rumored that he constructed a secret escape tunnel from the ducal crypt, leading to the city sewers. Of course, one has never been found to exist. Also, when preparing the crypt, remind the caretaker to place 2 elemental crystals, one of water and one of fire, on the dais in front of the central sarcophagus. It is another tradition started by Duke Anton. While we do not know why he originally wanted this done, it is to be presumed that he wanted them to fight off the evil spirits of the afterlife. We cannot hope to understand the follies of the nobility. We can only conform with them. I mean, what can you say of people who build finer houses for their dead than most of us build for our living? Yeah, I'm sure there's nothing to those rumors. There's of a secret passage. This is the puzzle of 3 that was... the riddle of the 3 that was mentioned in the briefing. I bring him gold, his just returns. I count each coin and gem he earns. I balance penny, crown, and book, and that is how I serve my Duke. So that this statue needs something to do with money. Love's secrets are all known to me. In flesh not name, his bride I'll be. I'll give him my touch instead of a look, and that is how I serve my Duke. So something relating to love with this statue. And the last one, my blade is sharp, my arm is strong, my lord won't suffer any wrong, which I am able to rebuke, and that is how I serve my Duke. So something to do with a blade with this statue. Orson Dograin. What he lacked in courage, he made up by making it up. I guess they're saying this guy bullshitted his way through life. If the sarcasm in the writing is anything to go by. Kenneth McCormick. Sleep well, little child, the Lord holds thee now. Maybe this is a reference to music of some kind. If anyone knows what this is a reference to, please tell me. I'd very much appreciate it. Roderick Gould, Agatha Gould. No more red roses, just pale white lilies. I'm not sure if that's a reference to anything either. Lady Artelinda Raindon, third concubine of Ambrose Cragen, tragically crushed by a falling boulder. Now, you might have noticed we passed something that seems oddly related to what I just read here. Well, this is part of the Riddle of Three. Yes. And we have a signet ring, the ring of the concubine. This is the first part of the of 3 keys, is for the Riddle of Three. And I believe it was this one. Yeah, whenever you solve one of the statues of the Riddle of Three, you hear the sounds of the related person dying. It's kind of eerie. Sir Hetfield, exit light, enter night. Almost unquestionably a Metallica reference. Mary Greyfolk, wait for me there, I will not fail, to meet thee in that hollow vale. Sir Eglamour, the dragon's slayed. Sir Alistair Dreeble, keeper of the ducal zoo, beware them burricks. Bonray de Myth, I defend my name, I always fight fair. Mendril Stanford, treasurer of Duke Ambrose, gold is the water of life. And this is part of the Riddle of Three, too. Since it mentioned water, we use water on the stone, and we get a very, very large bag of gold. The purse of the treasurer. We'll take that back. And yes, it was the left statue. Now, given that water was mentioned, that seems to imply that the treasurer died by drowning. The inscription didn't say anything of the sort, though. It only seems implied by that death sound. Let's see. Gustave Jean-Auguste Roquinon Boreal Saint-Henri Lafitte de Bonfoy Nevelet, for the length of the name equals the length of the part of this tombstone has been defaced. Aaron the Elvish, royal prestidigitator of the king who lives. Tristan Fluellen, knight champion of the first Duke of Cragen, burned to death by flaming tar. Let's step back. Now that, I can't possibly see being able to ghost this mission without someone hearing that explosion. I wasn't trying to ghost anyway, but my point remains. So let's pick up this sword, this very nice looking sword, and take it back to the puzzle. Flipple gone to Carrot Land. Okay, with Tristan's sword, that will solve the Riddle of Three. And this will lead us to the medallion. As established in the previous mission, the Cragen family has deep connections to the Keepers. Hic iacet Ambrosius. Here lies Ambrose, in Latin, I believe. Alright, we got the bonus objective completed. We need to get the journal of Duke Cragen, which is in his sarcophagus. This requires a rather odd... Alright, there's a vigil that's being held every day for 3 days over Duke Kragen's body. He, where was I going? Yes, okay. Kragen's family and friends are holding a vigil over his body for a few days. And when they leave, after the vigil is complete each day, they seal the tomb. We're going to take the unusual step of deliberately having ourselves sealed in the tomb. It'll make sense when we get there. Now, I might be crazy, but I believe you can use the same items on the gravestones to get copies of the relics, even though you've already used them on the statue. But I'm not interested enough to find out. Yeah, no, I'm not interested enough to find out. I was tempted, though. Okay, this is the Necropolis Chapel. We have to search everywhere because the loot goal is rather high. Oh, this is the key I was looking for. The caretaker's key. Sorry, I was just trying to remember where I wanted to use this key. Was it this door? Yes, it was. Ugh.
No, over there.
I saw something.
Oh boy, I think the archer saw me. No, he was just changing his, I believe. Okay. Wait for him to turn. No, he's turning towards us. Save here because I'll probably blow it. Oh, I didn't. I'm shocked. So difficult to tell with archers when they do and don't see me. There's nothing to do with anything, but I gotta say, Constantine's guards are the most elegantly outfitted guards in the entire franchise, I gotta say. Okay. I don't remember if there's anything in here. Oh, yeah, there is. Just played the Bone Horde a few days ago. Just these death statues, I expect them to shoot fire at me. This goes down there to the Kragen mausoleum, but we're not going there just yet. There's that door upstairs that I want to. There it is. Oh, no, I think that's it. And, yeah, we're well shy of the loot. Okay. Just gonna do one quick check around the necropolis before I go down into the mausoleum. But luckily, I don't think there are any spots in the mission that I can miss the loot. I think I'm always able to go back, if in a roundabout way. It takes a while, but I can come back here, one way or another. Alright. There's some people down in the tomb, so I'm going to take it slow and quiet. I don't believe there's any loot in these upper chambers, though. There are the mourners, keeping vigil over the Kragen sarcophagus. Again, I don't believe there are any loot items here, but it doesn't hurt just to check. Yeah, strangely enough, despite being centered at least thematically around the vigil around the gravesite, I don't think even in a third of the loot to get the goal is held in the necropolis and mausoleum. Okay, we just want to get to a shadowy corner and wait for everyone to leave. We want them to seal us in here. I can't say I've ever I can't say can think of any mission but this one where you deliberately seal yourself into a tomb. I'm sorry if this is boring, but I have to wait for them to leave. It'll just get messy starting a fight. Alright, I hear gates closing. That must mean they left. Yeah. That's right. All the way down. Alright. That's enough waiting, I think. Now to get that journal. Excuse me. Anyway. The wise keeper, thirsting for knowledge, will show you the way with his sword and shield. The brave builder, holding his hammer in prayer, will build you a bridge in his fiery forge. Yeah, that's another puzzle we're going to solve, but first we're going to get the book. Oh, and I guess one of the Vigil keepers left one of the family left their ring here. Anyway, we'll take that. And that's in this urn are the Duke's mortal remains. Anyhow, the Duke's diary. Let's read it. A travel journal to the Dark Isles, as recorded by Ethelbald Cragen, son of Duke Reginald Cragen. Day 1. Finally, the coast of the cursed city sinks beneath the horizon. My lungs draw in the fresh sea air in huge gulps. Eddie is seasick, as I guessed he would be. I'm going to break from the narration here and say, that this Eddie is clearly Lord Edmund. Apparently he and the Duke were like brothers once, but that changed as Edmund was maddened by the relic. I was just introduced to the fairest sight I have ever laid my eyes upon, the daughter of Earl Bernhard, also aboard the ship. Sorry, something's in my throat. Day 12. The port of Himloken is almost as bad as the worst slums back home. My entourage had worlds of trouble trying to clear a path for the three of us through the rabble. I believe they had to kill a few of them, in fact. In comparison, the Regent's Palace is most delightful. Practically everything is covered in gold, silver, and jewels of every variety. Lizzie Bernhardt and myself did manage to miss most of the Regent's feast, but Eddie did manage to lose a large part of his family fortune at the card table, I gather. However, after we met up with him tonight, he had a strange story to tell. At the feast, he had met with a captain of the Himlokite Navy, who told him a strange tale of a hidden temple, the House of the Old Ones, on an island less than a day's travel from here. Eddie, with his morbid fascination with all things esoteric, did manage to lure us both into taking a trip to this place. Day 22. I woke up hours before dawn, stirred by a dreadful nightmare. I saw a building, which greatly resembled an ancient temple. Walking up to it and pushing open the cyclopean doors, there was a vast, starless void into which I fell. No matter how I tried, I could not catch a wink of sleep anymore. At dawn, we resumed our voyage, crossing the last hills before noon. Blood froze in my veins when I saw the House of the Old Ones before me, for it was the very temple of horror I had seen in my dream. It has to be at least 400 years old. The writing here is akin to keeper glyphs, though I'm unable to translate most of it. It seems that the cult that once resided here worshipped a powerful, malicious water god, until one day this god was defeated by an even greater deity. His worshippers were exiled to this island. Could these people be exiles from our city? I remember tales of the cults of the dark gods who were banished there eons ago. Started research on it immediately upon our return. I am now quite convinced that the place I seek once stood north of Craven Road, between the Guild of Shoemakers and the Abbey of St. Dymphna, on the site where the Grey Folk Museum now stands. So, I've told Eddie he can keep the idol for now until we find another way to dispose of it. He and Lizzie merely laugh at me when I talk of such things, and maybe they are right. The idol is probably harmless, and my fears of merely superstitious folly. And no. So, we have his diary, and as should be obvious from the relic that I picked up during the previous installment in this duology, the water god is in fact Cthulhu. This whole thing is pouring out a 40 for Howard Lovecraft. Not only with the statue of Cthulhu, but also talking of these fantastical cities covered in precious materials. Anyway, enough of my talking. Let's solve the next puzzle. The wise keeper thirsting for knowledge will show you the way with his sword and shield. The brave builder, holding his hammer in prayer, will build you a bridge in his fiery forge. The answer is obvious. We hit the statue of the keeper with water. It moved slightly to show we did what we were supposed to, and now we hit the builder with fire. At least I think that's what it was. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. And we cross this forest bridge, and we get some spooky voices. Some old, decrepit tombs. I'm going to be taking this slower than this mission because there are quite a few more enemies than usual populating the mission, and also you can't really miss much loot. Fortunately, if I remember right. Huh? That ladder's translated. Oh wait, no, it's not translating through the floor. My mistake. There was a niche where it was coming out. Just very slowly let that rise, then climb it. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, a good portion of this map, not that much, but a sizable chunk of the map is sewer level. It kind of brings down the atmosphere of the mission to transition so abruptly to a sewer level. But anyhow, I'm going to make sure I didn't miss anything in the crypt. Then it's on to the water course, or under halls, sewers, whatever they are. It's odd. I could swear. No, I guess the part about the builder was just a red herring. Is that the word? Are those the words? I don't know. Doesn't seem like hitting it with fire does anything. However, there is a part of the mission where there's the mention of where a reference to Hammerite lore is quite fitting, because we have to snake through a complex of Hammerites who also maintain these machines in the sewers. Oh, not speak of the devil, but Speaking of which... I'm not here, by the way. Thanks for turning around. Alright. Nah, I'm not gonna leave him in the sewer water. That's just mean. There's this switch here, but I don't think it does anything. I think it's just for show. Oh no! It actually makes a sound. Let's not mess with it until we know. And we need to do that. That turns on the machine. But no. I guess I'll activate them after all. Hope it doesn't cause a ruckus and get people looking for me. Huh? That's funny. I thought I heard a zombie. But that doesn't make any... Where the hell did these gates come from? Well, I need to find a way to get around them. Strange. I don't remember being stuck here the last time I played this, but it has been 3 or 4 years, if I remember correctly. Well, this is not going well. Oh, I guess that's where I'm supposed to go. Okay, we got past the gates. Watch out for Hammerites. Oh yeah, this is the way I'm supposed to go. Ow. That was fucking clumsy of me. I'm sorry. Gotta be careful because there are some rat men or ape men, whatever the hell these things are. Just... I don't want to fight them.
See something?
Ugh. I didn't want to fight him, so that's for the best. And I think we just picked up more loot from his pile there. That whole pile of loot, I believe, is more than we got from the entire Necropolis. Oh yeah, that's why I fell. Well, there was it was a trap. The bridge collapsed beneath me. Now, assumedly, that rope arrow I picked up from his campsite was put there by the designer as an out, since there's no other way to get out of here. Or if you go in without, if you went without any equipment from the startup screen, if you didn't buy anything from the store. Now let's get back to the swimming through the water course, the sewers, the exciting part of the mission. Oh right, the key I picked up from the hammer. Lets us through there. Gotta be careful because I think there are some archers up there. I'll zoom in on him. Yeah, the Hammerites were originally supposed to have bowmen, but they never made it into any of the games. In fact, the Hammerites were supposed to have not just bowmen, but crossbowmen archers too. You can see this in some of the concept art that's left over. take it a little slow here, because dropping back into that water is going to make a lot of noise. Just...
People up above me had all the light in their
Alright, turn around. Now, I think the objective here... I'll zoom in. I think the objective here is to open this grate at the bottom of that pit.
When are they going to bring me my dinner? I want to know, when are they going to bring me?
I'm sorry if this is boring, but I did warn that there would be a sewer level portion.
Who's there? Is someone there? Oh, well. Don't know what it was.
Oh, good. Usually when I climb up out of the water, it makes this horribly loud. Got him. Oh. Thought I had a purse for a second. No, unfortunately. Now, maybe I'm not supposed to go through that grate. Maybe I'm just supposed to continue through the Hammerite station. How much do I have? Oh, only 6:30. I need to step things up a bit. This is a nice detail for such an early mission. You can see your progression. We were there a bit of time ago, and now we're looking down on where we were. Oh, yeah, I forgot that. I believe that the lights in this room automatically turn on if you enter certain sectors, areas. Oh, or no, they just turn on and off periodically. Either way, it's somewhat annoying. Bit of a... Oh, shit. Pick him up, hurry. Oh, I don't know how I did that. I was lucky. Anyway, might have noticed a little goof by the designer, even though this is, this looks like a metal girder. It makes a wood sound. Maybe they're out of necessity, because going across a bridge when you're trying to sneak for that long a time is kind of tedious. Or maybe it was just a mistake. Oh, right. It isn't automatic. Someone on the other side of the building is flipping switches. Is at random. Hoo boy. Better hurry up before someone knock these guys out before they find the bodies. Or see the bodies, excuse me. Alright. Yeah, we're near to the fool who's flipping switches like crazy.
Has someone come?
Comes unto me. All is at rest now. What is it?
Okay. Now let's get out of this building. Wait, there's a Hammerite warrior coming. Wait for him to turn around. Or... Oh, there are two guys that are flipping switches.
Rats. Who passes there?
Anyway. Lights out. Now, If I remember right, there's a safe or a lockbox in this compound that you need to steal to meet the loot goal. I think it's through that door, but we probably need a key. Yeah, we need a key. Yeah, that banner symbolizes that we're in a pumping station. Only that's a water crank or a water pump, not like, what am I trying to say? Yeah, it's more like a water hand pump rather than waterworks.
Identify thyself.
Oh dear. I'm right in the middle. I'm right in bright light. Ugh, that was a close one. Penances of the Strayed Brother by Springer and Kramer. Penance the first. A tool must be tarnished by use, not rust by lack of action. Each hour of daylight thou shalt spend in fruitful labor to purify thy spirit and cleanse thy soul. Penance the second. Bluntness of the mind is worse than bluntness of the body. Thou shalt exercise sobriety and seek clarity through meditation and prayer. Penance the third. A flame heeds not its own color. A flame can only burn. Thou shalt abandon vanity and adorn the simplest garbs that fulfill their purpose. Penance the fourth. Nothing is that can't be endured, and without endurance there is nothing. Thrice a day, and once a night, shalt thou rack thy body with the whip, the fire, the rack, and the porcupine. What? I don't get that, especially not that thing about the porcupine. That's treading into questionable territory. Penance the fifth. Nourishment is a need, not a want. Thou shalt eat gruel and worms, and drink rainwater, and twice a week will thou touch nothing. Penance the sixth. Rest is not to be sought until it calls for you. Thou shalt stay vigilant all day and all night. Sleep canst thou when thou collapse where thou stand. Okay. Penance the seventh. The fries thou shalt remember to salt, and the fries shalt henceforth be salted. Yeah, that's little Looking Glass Studios inside joke there. Always salt the fries. You might have seen it if you've ever played System Shock. The first System Shock. Penance the eighth. Thou shalt not find thy way if thou dost not build the pathfinding database. Another little inside joke by the designer to the level editor SDK Dramid. Pathfinding in databases and whatever. Penance the last. Thy penance shall be done once it ceases to be. Do not ask for mercy or deliverance, for it is not for thy masters to give. The hour of thy release will always be the hour of thy submission. Huh? Never mind. Let's move along. Oh, I guess that's part of the penance. Another archer. If you look on his back, you can see a quiver. It's not... yeah, that thing on his back is supposed to be a quiver. So it's clear there were intended at some point to be archers for the Hammerites. Oh, there's the lockbox I mentioned. Jump over the railing like an idiot. Highly purified water. I suppose it means holy water. I'm not entirely sure, but I think this lockbox is actually placed backward. This is noticeable since there's no hole, no keyhole that I'm picking. But whatever. We got the key to, I suppose, yes, to get out of this room. And also holy water. Even though I don't think there's a single... Yeah, again, we got a bunch of holy water. For no real reason, since I don't think there's a single undead in this mission. Just like how we got 2 vials of holy water from Edmund's estate, even though there wasn't undead there either. But go figure. Well, there technically was an undead. It was the priest's corpse. But that's only model-wise. Got it. Another water arrow for no reason. Oh, crap. He nearly walked into me. I need to pick up the pace.
Someone come.
Oh, that was a close one. They never their patrols seem decently set up patrol route. There's only a small window you can get at them without one seeing the other being attacked or you passing by. Whatever. I'm sure what I'm trying to say comes off in some way. Just make sure I didn't miss anything. Again, I'm aware retreading my path is very, very boring, but with the loot goal, I can't really avoid to miss anything. We're almost there, though. Let's see, what was it? Oh yeah, we're almost there. 1250. It's... So, let's go through that gate. I forget what's in this building. There's loot for sure, but I don't remember what kind of building this is. Oh crap. Gonna have to... Let's take some of those lights out. Oh boy. This is not good. That didn't do much good at all.
Someone making noise?
That's better. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I thought I saw another guard. Okay. We're so... only 25 more for the loot goal. Almost had it. Oh, there we go. Bottle of wine. Alright. This mission is almost wrapped up. Let's go through the back door. And what's this? Closed for a private party. So... Oop. No, this mission isn't bundled yet. Gotta get past these patrols to get back to the Necropolis. Oh, for Pete's sake. Oh boy. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Yeah. Alright, now let me try to get the door open again. Maybe I'm not even supposed to open that door. I can't remember. Does this guy ever turn around? Well, guess I'll kill time by pointing out another piece of useless trivia. That's actually an unused model from Thief. If it was a sergeant, and for Ramirez's guards. never at any point in any of versions of Faith 1 is that model used. It's used plenty in fan missions, though. Oh boy. Well, I don't see how I was supposed to... Huh? Ugh. Alright, now to wrap this mission up. The watch key. To all watch sergeant, Fingers Devlin was picked up drunk near Culvert Square last night. He's being questioned concerning his involvement in the murders of Duke Cragen, Lord Edmund, and Lady Bernhardt. The Lord Magistrate wants further evidence of his guilt. Find some. This has caused the watch enough embarrassment. I can't say for sure, but I believe Fingers Devlin might have been a character in an early... that was at least mentioned in an early Thief 1 fan mission called Guardhouse 2, I believe. I'll have to check later. Not that anyone cares. The archery contest between the Treacle Mine Road Watch and the Chitling Street Guardsmen will take place this Sunday at the Long Wall Gardens. Extra rations of ale will be awarded to the best team. And let's have no more of that nonsense with spiking competitors' drinks with mushrooms. Someone could get seriously hurt this time. All watch stations are to be on the lookout for a baby Burrick turquoise green with a yellow band around the tail and a pink... I'm sorry. and a pink ribbon tied around its neck that answers to the name Daisy. Substantial reward for catching it before it escapes to the sewers and grows up. Sir Rifkind reports that the prostitutes soliciting outside his residence have been causing disturbance. Encourage Jasmine and the others to move elsewhere. Special message to whomever it may concern. Snoopy converts the bear. What? There was an inquiry earlier this week about a burglary to the Shoemakers Guild. This case has been concluded to the satisfaction of all parties. No further investigation into this matter is recommended. Job opportunities. Posting of watch captain open at Northern Keep. Or is it North Thorn Keep? Whatever. Requirements include 2 years of command posting and gold or ruby merit badges in fencing and archery. Ability to read a benefit. Lord Bafford is looking for a few dozen replacements to his personal guard. At least 3 years of experience in guarding required with references. Excellent pay. The Rogue's Ditch Prison is looking for a senior guard due to fatality. Applicants are to supply name, age, and next of kin to Sergeant Eblick at the jailer's office. So I guess that was just like some rag that the watchmen read. All that needs to be done now is to return to the very start. And that's it. This mission is a wrap. And that's done. Another classic mission. Thank you for watching and goodbye.